Hello, everybody, and welcome to the February marketing webinar. My name is Chloe, and I will be taking you through the webinar for this month. Our theme today is hearts and football. Let's get started. So first, I wanted to take you through our agenda. We have, of course, the marketing theme for the month that I will be explaining a little bit more in depth. Hearts and football. We'll be going through how to use our solutions to better promote both of those big events upcoming in February. We'll also touch on the national food holidays for the month, and we'll wrap up with the tip of the month. And then at the end of all this, I will be taking you through a short demo and showing you how to do a few of the things mentioned in this webinar in our software. So for our theme, Hearts and Football, of course, February brings two very big events to the table. We've got Valentine's Day, and we have, of course, the big game on February 12th. So there's a lot of different ways you can promote both of these, and depending on your business, different themes might resonate more with you. For Valentine's Day, of course, we have reservations, if you offer those, and promotional deals such as half off your dessert, promoting specialty cocktails, promoting maybe a free dinner for two giveaway. However you want to go about this, making sure that we're posting about it on social media is important, and whatever is the best for your business, whatever you want to push more. So maybe if you're not promoting reservations, but you still want to promote a specialty cocktail, or if you're a little bit more of a casual establishment, even if you just wanted to promote half off a wine or half off a dessert, it's a great way to get people in through the door on Valentine's Day. For the big game, our key things to remember when doing our marketing would be catering. It's an awesome opportunity and what can be a very slow month to promote our catering, get people to order their spread for the big game through your restaurant, and hopefully boost those sales. We also can be promoting any family packs or to-go orders, any bigger to-go order meals, or just having pickup or to-go online ordering available for people who might want a quick meal on the big game day. And I also did want to add another great thing to promote is if you have a good spot to watch the big game, there's a lot of people who might not have a place to go and want to come in, grab a beer, sit down, get a burger, and watch it. So make sure that if you do have that space available and you're open, that you're promoting that. And that being said, if you do have any hour changes for these events or anytime during the month of February, utilize a pop-up and put it up on your website so it's reminding your guests that you might be closed or open earlier. And if you do have any questions about how to do that, our support team is available 24/7 and can help you out. And they are available at support@spillover.com to email them. And you can also find them on our website under the support tab. You should be able to find how to log a ticket there, but you can just email them if that's easier. Moving on, we have a few examples of how your marketing might look. So we have a Valentine's Day post example, a few big game day examples, different things you could promote, maybe getting people to come in and watch the game, or advertising that you're available to order online and allow people to have their big game day spread through you and your online ordering or your catering. All right, so what are the objectives with all of this marketing? I mean, first and foremost, we're going to be hopefully boosting our social media presence. The algorithm is very favorable towards being on trend, and February, these things will be trending. We'll be talking a lot about Valentine's Day, about love, about romance. Tying in your posts and your social media presence with that is very important, as well as, of course, the big game, talking about football, talking about sports bars maybe. If you have more of a presence either which way or on both ends, make sure that you're talking about that on your social media. You're using those hashtags, and that will be boosting us to the top of the algorithm as social media and just your customers in general will favor that sort of content. We also want to increase our Valentine's Day foot traffic. This promotional marketing ahead of time can remind your customers that you are available for Valentine's Day dining, that you might be a good option to make a reservation. Maybe somewhere else they want to go, it gets closed. don't let up on your promoting for Valentine's Day. You want to make sure you're promoting right up until the big day so that you can get as many people as possible through the door. We also want to be sure to do all this marketing so we're booking our large catering sales and also boosting our takeout and online ordering sales. I know that, February can be slow, so making sure to not miss out on this opportunity in what can be a slow month is great. Boosting those catering sales could be a great goal for something because definitely for this big game day, a lot of people don't want to do all the cooking, don't want to do all the going to the store and getting all the different items. So make sure you're promoting that you do have catering available if that's the case, because it's definitely a great opportunity if you're planning on doing that. All right, so moving on to our national food holidays, we've got a few great ones in February. And I just wanted to highlight really quickly our National Chocolate Lovers Month and our Dark Chocolate Day. These, of course, kind of tie in with Valentine's Day. We also have National Pizza Day, National Italian Food Day, National Margarita Day, National Tortilla Chip Day. So there's definitely a lot of different cuisines and avenues that you can go through and take a look here, and also take a look on our calendar and Engage, which I will briefly show you, and it lists out those national food holidays for the month, so you never will miss out on one that could be relevant to your website or to your restaurant. And finally, the tip of the month, use your pop-ups. So I'm going to take you through and Engage and actually show you how to make a pop-up and how to put it on your website. But if you do ever need help with this, email support@spillover.com and they can help you out. When you're using your pop-ups, we can use it to promote those specials, promote reservations for this month, really tying into our themes for Valentine's Day and the big game. But we also always want to make sure our pop-ups are encouraging a call to action, as it's the first thing your customers are going to see when they're on your website. So hopefully that's also the first action they take as soon as that pop-up is closed. So just something to keep in mind when creating those pop-ups. Here's an example of how a created pop-up on your website could look. This one's promoting a Valentine's Day special, and it's encouraging customers to call, make a reservation. So just something to keep in mind as an example. And I'll be showing you actually how to put this exact pop-up up on our demo website. And we'll go into that right now in the demo section. So thank you for listening to this portion of the webinar. Moving on to the demo section. Allow me to just share my screen real quickly. All right, so coming into Engage, the first thing I wanted to briefly go over is, as I was mentioning, those national food holidays. They are easy to find. Go down to calendar and just scroll down and you can see that we list them here for you every month. So something to keep in mind. I also wanted to show you how to utilize our national food holiday templates. So that will be through social media, which if you just click, will take you into Synalysis. And down under templates and over in shared templates, we have our February national food holidays up. And we have a bunch of different options for different social media posts. We've got a Valentine's Day post, National Margarita Day post with really great images, hashtags, and a fully written out caption for you that you can edit and you can change up. But if you just want some ideas on what to post for the month or just need some quick social posts, this is a great place to come and browse and see if anything looks right for you. All right, moving on, I did also want to show you what we have for you for this month in the media library. In the media library, if you go over to Spillover Stock, scroll down, we have two folders I wanted to really highlight, the Big Game and the Valentine's Day folder. So the Big Game, of course, has a bunch of different images that tie into football and watch parties and catering. We also have, as I was mentioning, Valentine's Day, which are a little bit more simple, just encouraging people to have a good Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. But you could definitely add some more details of maybe reservations or such in a caption. Now going over to ad hoc posts, I'm just going to quickly show you how you will actually use these images in a post. So clicking on new post, scroll down, And as you can see, your media library appears down here. So just go select the folder you want and select the image you want, and it'll pull up here. And different images might have different details. So this one is promoting a pickup order, but there's also ones that promote just watching the game with you. Whatever you want to do, and just adding your caption and scheduling that post out is pretty easy to go and do. So you already have your images already all there for you. So definitely take a look at that if you need something for either the big game or Valentine's Day. And then I did want to quickly show you also some of the email templates we have for this month as well in Email Campaigns and Create, Back and Engage. We have a bunch of 52-week plans that go through all the different weeks of the year and have a special email for each of them. And for example, going into minimalist, because I like this style, you can see down here pretty close to the top, we got for week 6 and week 7, the big game and Valentine's Day themed emails. And just previewing it, you can see how that's going to look if we go in and actually select it. It has already a lot of this stuff generated, so it's really easy for you to use. And it already has some content in there, and you could, of course, edit it, change out photos, but just something to keep in mind. Finally, I want to show you how to create a pop-up. So scroll down to the bottom, and here we see pop-ups under website. Click there and say create new pop-up. Now to create a new pop-up, we're going to have to give it a name. So we're going to name this one Valentine's Day, and you can just type in whatever you want there. We'll also make sure that it is enabled if we want it to be currently running on our site. We can choose a start time for it to go and an end time. You don't have to put an end time. You just need to remember to unenable it, disable it whenever you're done using it. But for the sake of this demo, let's just say it starts now, and we'll put the end time for the 15th, right after Valentine's Day. Going down here, you can add your own content either through text, and you can do different formats, fonts, sizes. You can mess around with a lot of the different options in here, but I'm just going to be showing you today how to upload an image. So if you do have an image already, that works great, or you can just create a quick one in Canva. That's a tool that I recommend to a lot of people, and just something quick and easy that looks good and might match your website. And I would suggest an image being a square when you're using it. It typically looks the best on your website. So just something to keep in mind, just using a square image. So we'll click on the image icon and we will go to upload. And I already have my image created and on my computer, on my desktop. So I'm going to say choose file, and I'm going to scroll down, and here it is. And then you're going to select send it to server. And I've already actually uploaded this, so it's already been sent to server, but then we'll go into the image info and we will change our width to a good size. And typically for websites, I like to recommend about 480. So just make sure if you have a square image, it's around 480, but you can mess around with it and see what works best for you. Then select OK. Then I like to click here and center the image so it appears centered in the pop-up. And that's all we do. So it's already all in there, it's generated, and we just click save. And we can see it's running. So I'm just going to show you briefly how it might look. We're going to go to the demo site. And when we go onto the site, the first thing that comes up is that pop-up. So as I was mentioning earlier, it's a great way to get a call to action down. It's a great way to catch the attention of anyone visiting your website and make sure it's top of mind for them, whatever you do want to promote, whether that be Valentine's Day specials, whether that be catering, whether that be coming in to watch the big game. Just make sure you're using pop-ups. And if you have any questions about this, as I mentioned earlier, you can go to support@spillover.com, send them an email, and they will help you out. Anyways, I hope that this was helpful. Thank you for listening to this webinar, and I wish you the best of luck for your marketing for February.